ghost hunting. Are people ghosting you?
This is your first day in real estate, and I am your real estate sales trainer and coach, James Festini. And this is the program that's going to teach you how to sell more real estate in less time.
I spend Saturdays or Sundays ghost hunting. Ghost hunting, yeah. Individuals who said yes, and then they disappear. No text, no email, no call. So please don't hesitate to join me as a one-on-one student. My best, most productive months are September, October, November, December. So especially if you're in the climates where it's not going to be snowed in all the time, now is a good time. Like, people who are going to sell are serious and motivated. Why wouldn't you take advantage of the marketplace as it is? Ghosting is when you acquire a name, a number, an email address of an individual through whatever means you get them. And then they suddenly don't call you anymore. They don't return your calls. Especially a real ghost, like a poltergeist, where they show signs of saying, I'm going to be selling, when they tell you, when they say to you, yes, I'm going to be selling in the next week or two, and you drop off the slam package, you do everything you can, you do the song and dance, and then you call them, they don't answer. You text them, they don't respond. You email them, they don't respond. And you don't know what it is. You see, I don't want to be a pest. I just want the job. And this is a script. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I don't want to be a pest. I don't want to bug you. I want the job of selling your property. I want the job of helping you buy your next home. I promise you, once you hire me, I won't bug you as much, because I'm going to be bugging other people to try to find you a buyer. That's what I do. Don't you want someone who works really hard on your behalf? If this is how hard I work to get the business, imagine how hard I work once you hire me. I'm not even hired and I'm working this hard. So throw me a bone. These are scripts. Throw me a bone. I just had to do that because I'm leaving right now because I'm ghost hunting. Part of it is that now is not a good time. And you would think that as you are hunting for these ghosts, that you go into your database and you dial them 1, 5, 10, 20, 30 times. They don't answer. And then suddenly they pick up the phone. You would think that they would be like, what the heck is the matter with you? Are you farting crazy? You've called me 100 times. I told you I'd call you. But it doesn't happen. Not a lot. But here's a ghost story. I was door knocking, say about a month ago. And I tell you, when I'm door knocking, I will generate, for every 4,000 doors, I will get an individual who says yes, and I will have a contract within a week. Like, seriously. So every 4,000 doors, I get it. And I got the 4,000th door. The guy goes to me and says, as I'm walking up the door, and some of you were there in the live room, the live chat room on YouTube. I do it live. Sometimes I do it on Facebook. Just make sure you follow me with alerts. So I'm door knocking on doors, going door to door, old school, old fashioned. Go drum up some business, lose some weight, get some exercise, get to know the neighborhood. What we should really be doing, if we really want to know how to be a real estate agent, you should know the neighborhood. That's what I do. So I'm knocking on the doors, and the guy comes outside of his house, and he goes, as a matter of fact, I am thinking of selling. Let's call him Joe. And Joe comes outside, and he goes, as a matter of fact, okay, great. Do you have any idea what it's worth? No. Well, would it be all right if I kept in touch? I'd like to email you some information on the values, and maybe later we could talk. When are you planning on doing this? He goes, I'm going to be doing this by the 1st of August. Now it's August 20th, so clearly that was not the reality. But it's by the 1st of August. I'm like, oh my gosh. So actually it was the middle of July that I was talking to him. It made it sound like 2 weeks. I was like, woohoo! Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, boing, ooga, right? No problem, I'll keep in touch. I'll send out my information and we'll keep in touch. That's not enough when someone does that, right? When the alarms go off, when the bells and whistles go off, you drop off a slam package. So I stopped everything I was doing right there, door knocking, and I went back to the office, put together a full-blown bound slam package, take it back to his house, and I say, hey, sorry to bother you. I know we just talked, but I wasn't going to leave it up to chance. I want to leave you my information. Here's a package of what I do and how I operate, and, you know, a little bit of my marketing plan and the things that I do to sell your property. And when the time comes, Joe says, wow, that's really impressive. Thanks. I said, that's how it works, man. So look forward to talking to you. No problem. Here's a pro tip on the ghosting thing. You know, I want to teach you how to ghost hunt, right? This is what it's about, ghost hunting. Here's a pro tip to ghost hunting. Ask permission to hunt them, right? Say, hey, would it be all right if I gave you a call in like a week? Maybe next Friday. It's Friday now. Maybe next Friday. Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay, great. Give you a call, see how it's going. If you need anything, give me a call. Bye. And I do that because I learned, because I'm a professional ghost hunter, right? I'm a ghost adventurer. So I said, would it be all right if I give you a call in a week? He says, no problem. I call him in a week, and he says, yeah, well, you know, I've had some stuff come up I'm dealing with. I'm still this and that. I said, okay, great. So Joe says to me, he says, I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call next week. Okay, no problem. We'll keep in touch. Thanks. Next week rolls around and it's now Friday again, and I don't hear from Joe. And guess what? Joe's really a very, like, any minute now, someone's going to knock on his door, razzle dazzle him, and it's just going to be, I mean, these are the kind of clients that you sleep on the front lawn and say, can I get you breakfast? I mean, really, the inventory listings are, you know, people say, oh, the inventory's high, the inventory's low. I've never had an agent say, I've got too many listings, right? I've heard them say, my listings aren't selling. But I've never had an agent go, I've got too many listings. So this whole, like, inventory high or low, you want a listing. You're listening to me now because you want these listings. And now they're ghosting you. After they said yes. After they say yes, you're the one. Oh my gosh, I love you. You're great. And your fear is that how many times you've been in this business long enough, people will say, I love you. You're the greatest. And they're like, okay, I'm on autopilot, man. They love me. I'm just going to go ahead and step away. I don't want to bother them. They did say they love me. So love conquers all. Right? And then a month later, you're like, oh my gosh, whatever happened to that person I loved that loved me and said I would call me? Oh my gosh, it's, you know, August 1st. They said they'd call me by the middle of July. Let's see what they're doing. And then you call me like, hey, I was just reaching out to see if you were still thinking of something. Oh my gosh, I forgot. That's right. Yeah, we're actually sold. Yeah, good news, we're already sold. What do you mean you're sold? Yeah, well, we had a friend from church. And they had a buyer who was interested in the neighborhood. Really? We had a buyer who was interested. Shocker. Not really. I don't think it ever works out that way. It just happens to be roll of the dice. Just happenstance, right? Just happened to be that somebody in church happened to know somebody who loved my house, who was willing to pay the price, who was qualified, that said, I want to be in this neighborhood. Come on, right? But whatever. Well, we had someone in it, so we've sold it on our own or whatever. And gosh, I really appreciate it. I know I told you that, but yeah. Well, and so what are you supposed to do? Oh, I know you love me, so I love you too. So this is the feelings you have that, you know, something once, shame on you, something twice, shame on me, something 3 times, just, you know, kill yourself now, or at least punch yourself in the face really hard because you're an idiot, that you believed them. But you have to believe them. So here's what happened with Joe. Joe's too hot, man. Joe's a really, like, I gotta sleep on Joe's lawn. Joe said I'm the guy. He said he'd call me back, but now it's Friday. And I'm like in panic mode thinking, oh boy, I know what happened with Joe. He met someone from church. met someone he met someone at Starbucks. He met someone else. You know, love is the real thing, but love is a fickle, right? So like, I just can't do it anymore. I can't wait another minute, Joe. I gotta call you, man. Hey, Joe, how's it going? James, I told you I would call you. This is a real reenactment. James, I told you I would call you. I just had major surgery. And I told you I would call you. But you're just bugging me too much. It's just too much. I'm not gonna sell with you, man. Just lose my number. Click. What the hell just happened? How would I know? I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. So I sent Joe an email, bomb, because that's really the only way I can do this passively. Joe, in between, is like, he unsubscribed. I see him unsubscribe from my market updates. I'm like, Joe doesn't love me. He's tearing up all our photos. Joe, don't go. So Joe's undoing our love. He doesn't know how hard I want to work. I'm so sorry, Joe. All I wanted to know was if there's anything in the world I can do for you. So I say, Joe. And Joe says, no, lose my number. Take a hike. Go to hell.
Welcome to the Festini Factor, a weekly program that every day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're gonna get a piece of content, actionable items, something that at $50 a month will be an absolute no-brainer. Every weekday, you're gonna receive one video. Monday, we're gonna have motivational messages. Monday Mindset is what it's called. One of the questions everyone asks, how do I keep going? I'm gonna let you in on that. The Monday Motivational. Tuesday is going to be technology. Every Tuesday, I'm going to deliver you a message about the latest and greatest technology, whether it's old school or new school. Every week, you're going to get a Technology Tuesday tip. Wednesday is marketing. Whether you do it online or you're going old school, if you're going door to door and you're creating marketing pieces, you're creating flyers, every Wednesday I'm going to deliver to you actionable plans, actionable items where you can download a template for marketing, whether it's an email marketing piece or an actual printed piece that you can take with you to the doors or a mailer that you can do. You can start adding and building your letter library. Wednesday is going to be marketing pieces, the world of marketing. That's a big day for us. Thursday is going to be sellers, exclusively dedicated to handling sellers, either obtaining listings, negotiating contracts, scripts, dialogues, expires for sell-by owners, you name it. If it's a seller, I'm going to cover it. And of course, Friday, the last day of the week, setting you up for the weekend, buyers. Every Friday, I'm going to give you tips and pieces of advice on how to generate buyer leads, how to handle buyer leads, and that includes negotiating, how to get your offer accepted, how to write the perfect offer, a whole system that I share with you so that you can go out there and get to work. Thanks for watching.
Good night, so Joe tells me to go to hell. I drop a bomb, and my bomb wins something like this. Joe, I'm so sorry, dude. I had no idea. Forgive me. I wanted the job of selling your house. Had I known, that I was going to screw this up, I wouldn't have called you. But I hope everything's okay with you personally. I hope you recover from your surgery. Like I said, I just, you said you were going to say the 1st, and now it's like the 5th, and that's just what I do, man. I wanted the job. Forgive me. If you told me, I'm sorry, man. And this is like my message. I'm just like, dude, I can't believe it. And then I wrote him a letter. Joe, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Forgive me. I don't mean to be a pest, but I have to live in this place between being a pest and having you say thank you, but we've already sold. I've been in this business too long to know that I have to ride this delicate line, and I'm sorry if I crossed it. It's unfortunate. Forgive me. It's not me to be a pest, but I've just lost too much business by waiting. You get busy, and I just didn't want anyone else to come out. We fell in love, and I got jealous. Time got the best of me. I couldn't go another day. You said next week, something to that effect, is right. It's like you said, you give me a call next week, and it was one day past, and I'm so sorry. I couldn't do it. I couldn't wait. If you would have told me next week, I would have waited another. So right when I lost Joe. Guess what? It's August 20th, and Joe's not on the market yet. Hope he's okay. Hope there's a little glimmer that he's held on to my card, because I'm not going to call him. I did tell my wife, I go, you can go door knock him, just don't say Festini until, he signs the contract. And they'll be like, oh, is that my husband? Joe, if for some reason you're watching my videos, Joe, come on, man. I screwed up, but please understand, if I don't follow up with my potential business, I lose it to my real competition on the off chance that they get you at the right place at the right time. Because if my clone approaches you at the right moment, they will take the business. You're a nice guy. There's plenty of good agents out there. I can't risk it. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? So how do you ghost adventure? Here's how you handle the ghosts. Persistence, patience, professionalism. Persistence, professionalism, patience. Get it out of your head that they don't have someone else on top of them. You are not the only one they're talking to ever. So have that fear in you. Don't let the ball slip through the cracks. Don't let it slip through the cracks. Don't think for a second that they're going to call you. Some of them do. But get permission. Persistence, permission, professionalism, performance, persistence. Call them. Say, hey, it's me. I know we just talked a couple days ago, but just wanted to see if we're still on track for the 1st of September. We are? Okay. Would it be all right if I give you a call, on the 2nd if I don't hear from you? No. I'll call you. Like, all right. So if I don't hear from you by the 7th of September, is it okay for me to worry that something happened? Can I call you by then? No. See what I mean? You've got to get that okay. If they say, I'll call you. All right, great. Look, just so I don't mess this up, maybe could I call you by the 7th? Just in case. I mean, I know you're a busy guy. This isn't your full-time job here. This is my full-time job is following up with you and then finding you a buyer for your home. So I've got to schedule you somewhere. When can I call you back if I don't hear from you? If you say you'll call me back the 1st, is it okay if I give you a call on the 10th? If I don't hear from you? See, here's what I do. When you do discover that Joe might not be the nicest guy, like maybe I saved myself if Joe is going to be that mean to me because I'm trying to do my job, imagine, I always try to find the bright side, right? It's like, oh man, whew. What if I got into escrow with Joe and things didn't work out? Man, he's yelling at me for trying. Imagine when I screw it up or someone screws it up, but I'm like in the line of fire. Oh man. Thank you, gods of real estate, for saving me time with Joe, who was probably not a nice guy to deal with. I mean, I had to say that to myself, but I deal with dysfunctional is my specialty. My next round of business cards, I'm gonna put in there realtor and dysfunctional specialist, right? Area specialist, dysfunctional expert. Because that's what I deal with, man. I'm patient. And what happens when you're patient, most agents would just plow over them if they don't get the lead or they don't get the listing or they don't get the contract. They're gone. But when you're patient and persistent and professional, you're going to end up with the people who no one else will put up with, and so you will. But just make sure that so here's how you ghost hunt. If they're ghosting you, the 5 pillars: mail, email, video message and email, telephone, and door. Those are the 5 only ways to communicate with someone: by snail mail, by email, by messenger, whether that be text or MSN Messenger or Skype Messenger or whatever, digital messenger. Different from email. Email is just like an inbox. Messenger is like an alert, like a text. Messenger, messaging. ICQ, if any of you guys are going back on it. But by the phone, face to face. There are only 5 methods by which you can capture a ghost or summon the spirit. Mail, outbound, passive. You won't be able to unless they happen to pass by you. You won't see them. So it's this passive, like, say a chant and wait, rather than like going out and banging the walls and like forcing the demons to come out, right? Mail, passive, drop it, just top of mind. Maybe. Second one is email, passive. Drop it out there. Maybe they do. If you got tracking codes or you got open, mark as opened, then you have something where you're like, at least they opened it. At least I know something happened. Throw me a bone. Messaging, text messaging. Maybe you'll see that they do. Maybe you see that they don't. If you understand Facebook, I'm sorry, not Facebook, but MMS versus like iMessage and all that, and you can see that they received it or open read receipts or anything like that. Or if you attach it through BombBomb, that's a good thing with BombBomb, is that you will have an opportunity to see that they've opened it. There's not open rates, but like message read receipt that says they got it, right? A Snapchat, where it goes ping, or on your phone where you see the 3 little dots that are kind of blinking. It's like, aha, they saw it. And right, so you got mail, email, text message, telephone, and that includes leaving a voice message, right? Charlie, mirror, mirror on the wall. I wish I had a seance so I could say, okay, say your seance into the machine. But see, all of these are very passive. Even the telephone, if they don't pick up, they're all passive. There's only one final frontier, and that's why I'm a door knocker. That's why I step up my door knocking. That's why you should hire me as your one-on-one coach, to teach you how to knock, to inspire you to knock, but to teach you how to knock so that you're effective, because there's only one left. When they swipe left, when they delete or ignore the message, and when they put you in spam, or they don't get the emails because they don't check their emails, or they throw your stuff straight into the garbage, or they open it and throw it away, what's the only one that you can trigger an action? Hi there. Remember me? Hi there. Remember me? I've been trying to get a hold of you. I'm sure you're busy, but I was wondering, are you ready to talk about selling? Well, not right now. Okay, no problem. Are you getting my messages? Are you getting my emails? Would it be okay every time in the back of your mind, just like when you do a seance, you make sure you close the portal, otherwise the portal's open and anyone else could capture that ghost, and that's not cool. You want to catch that, right? So you got to close the portal. Hey, can I give you a call in like 2 or 3 weeks? Can I give you a call in a month? You guys thinking what, like September? You guys thinking August? What? Can I call you back in 2 weeks? Would it be all right if I called you like Monday or Tuesday? Better yet, what's your schedule? Do you know your schedule? Yeah. Can we get together like Friday of this week? Maybe 4 o'clock? Would that be all right? I'll pencil you in. Close for the appointment. When they're that hot, when you're ghost hunting, it's an active spirit. Close it. Don't you be like, I'll catch them next time. No, man. You gotta exercise the demon. This house is clean. That's how it has to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope I've taught you something. I always try to make it a little bit more fun for you. But it'd be fun for me? Teaching you one-on-one. Letting you see the reality. Letting you see the subtleties of ghost hunting. You might know what you think you know from this couple of minutes together, but there's so much more. Maybe I could at least fast track your career. now is a great time for you to do your one-on-one, because you can really ramp up your business, ramp up your new year's, potential, but close out a couple of them. There's plenty of time and people are motivated. Why not allow me to teach you to do what I'm doing? Let's go. Thanks for watching. Get back to work.